òṣèré gómìnà ìlú òṣèré o alága ìbílẹ̀ ẹ ṣeré mòwe.
My name is Honorable Mutiu Kunle Okunla, MKO, the National Coordinator of Tinubu 2023 Presidential Ambition Non-Negotiable. TNN is a movement of both North and South using political solutions to solve Nigeria problem through power rotation. Sincerely, I won't lie to you. Our movement started in 2019 when, after the actualization of the dream of President Muhammadu Buhari, which is succession plan, because for any people to be working for succession, he has acknowledged the fact that the president has made his mark and is there to stay, and we are going to galvanize him. So that's why we set up this movement in response to people who even is going to tribunal, which is Atiku. It's just to get Nigerian sentiment and biasness towards his non-capacity to win that general election. So to let you know how ready we are, since then we've started and we have done 14 states up to date. And every state we do on this movement, we procure secretariat. The party will not categorically start moving towards actualization of one individual in the party's dream. It is the movement of this kind that will be selling such person to the party, because the party have option of all members who have the right to contest election. So on this movement, which is NRUF TNN 2023, it is known all over the world. We have done our 1 year anniversary. Our diaspora section have started, and mostly our members are APC members, because we are not limited it to the party, because it's the interest of Tinubu that we are talking about. So we still have some members who are from other political parties, who, because of the interest of Tinubu, are agglomerating with us, and which we are tactically converting to our party. So it's a serious movement. It's a drive for membership, for Nigeria acceptability. And it is a product that is easy to sell. And you could see sometimes last year, people are saying, as Tinubu said, is going, why are you people saying TNN? Why are you saying it's not negotiable? I say we have to, because we believe on this movement, we believe on this product, and if we don't stand, we don't want to repeat the mistakes of MKO Abiola and Awolowo, where Nigeria felt they are the only one contesting election. If they have been allowed to do the 8 years, they will have done it and probably will have died the way they have died. But one thing that will not be there, Nigeria will not be in the state of despair that we are. We will have been a better nation. So who is being haunted by capable and not ruling Nigeria? If they can allow Obasanjo to rule Nigeria, a military head of state, Abacha and the kind, why would they not allow a nationalistic person like Tinubu, like Awolowo, like MKO Abiola, who won both North and South, to rule? So in order not to repeat that mistake, we are trying to come out with a movement of the youth to galvanize, to stand for Tinubu, to even compel him to come and contest election, because that's our own drive. It's not for Tinubu to come out that I'm not contesting. It's not negotiable. He has no alternative. Why Nigeria must vote for him is that people should be convinced, if I can spend my resources mobilizing all tribes, because I'm convinced that Tinubu have ruled Lagos for 8 years and he succeeded. Out of the 36 states of the Federation, Lagos State stands as an exemplary situation in the whole Federation. When people say Tinubu is not doing well, tell me any of the states that is better than Lagos State as of today. Why would Nigeria not risk their life allowing Tinubu to rule and govern? Because no matter what anybody is saying, in as much as there is no other leadership that you can relate and you can compare their leadership to Asiwaju. Out of the 36 state governors of 1998-99, it's only Tinubu that still remains standing. Others have contested for councillorship, even commissioners have been appointed as minister, because they don't believe in themselves. Tinubu waited that it is the president, and it is turn by turn. When it is the turn of the South, I will come out. What conviction do you need? Look at Lagos today. Lagos house all the multi-ethnicity international community. So if anybody can rule such states, Lagos State is like the whole federation of this country and the whole world, You see Canadians, you see Bulgarians, you see Japanese, you see everybody in Lagos. A man rules such a state and he developed it for 80 years. And you are now still in doubt that you have another alternative. Out of all the 36 states, his governor in 1998, 20 years ago, is the only one that's still producing leadership. Are we talking about stomach infrastructure here? Then you call on PDP. But if you are saying producing tomorrow leader to bridge the gap, the vacuum that is going to be created, the kind of vacuum that Obasanjo created in PDP, that in Southwest today, none of the PDP members can contest for president. So a man is putting up the gap, is putting Nigeria to the future of tomorrow. Tinubu is not going to be all alone to add value. Tinubu is changing the narrative by getting all-inclusive involvement. You shall be governed by what you want. And that's why he always produces leaders. And that's why this movement is part of it. We are not support group. We are interest group. We are our members are going to contest for one position or the other. And I said it means we justify the ends. All of us are going through a process today. If we can succeed in bringing Tinubu to become a president, then definitely we are going to have the best run that Nigeria has never experienced. Out of zero budget, out of nothing, we rise. And that is the kind of person Tinubu is. He's from nobody and is where he is today. And God of yesterday, who is the God of today, will definitely be God of tomorrow. He will bring the best out of this country because we've really suffered so much. Our president has done his part by fighting corruption. That is the basis. We must elect the next person who will develop the nation. You can't do two things. So we cannot lose the gain of President Muhammadu Buhari on fighting corruption, where everybody is being haunted now with the yesterday's stealing of Nigerian resources. So we need to cap it all with a leader who will now turn those resources and the lesson we have learned into development of Nigeria, which is Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And he never do it alone. He gives room to every tribes, every religion to come and partake in his government. You remember when he was a governor, he appointed an Igbo as a commissioner, an Hausa as a commissioner. Likewise, everything he has been doing, he did with everybody equally, based on your experience and capacity. He even identified the weak as the responsibility of the strong. Seriously, people are just speculating. A party as big as APC, you can't expect there's only Tinubu that will come out. What are the lessons Nigeria are going to learn? People got to learn a lot of things. So I'm not speculating. Everybody is welcome. A lot of people talk about Fashola, they talk about Oshibajo, they talk about Fayemi, even El-Rufai and what have you. Our party is so large enough that you will expect this kind of interest. But the process we are able to marry those interests and achieve the desired aim will determine what we are going to do in office. You can't tell people not to aspire or not to quest to become better tomorrow. But a lot of people have learned that they are where they are. Like we're talking about Aregbesola, it couldn't have been Tinubu. If it's not about Tinubu, where will Aregbe be? So if it's not Tinubu, will Aregbe be somebody in Nigeria today? I started as a Batco under Aregbe. I was one of his followers. So I think when you are opportune, you know who made you who you are and the edge you have over others. So don't get pushed by those people who have no substance by now creating unnecessary division in your home, the house that made you. You can't buy finger that feed you. My leader, Rauf Aregbe, people might be bringing speculation. He wouldn't dare it because where is the base? He has no base apart from Tinubu base. Even in Osun, Tinubu made him what he is there. So we are all the follower of Tinubu. He has made them, and people talk to me that ebi ló ń pa ẹ́, o fẹ́ jẹ náà ló fi ń pariwo Tinubu. Okay, ṣé wọ́n fẹ́ lẹ̀ wọ́n ni? Yes, ebi ń pa mí, ṣé olóṣì máa lọ bá? He has made some people in the past, and I've seen it. There must be reward system. I want to reward Asiwaju for what he knows to do best by creating tomorrow leader. I've tried on my own. Mo jẹ̀yà sí. So if I follow him, it's because God has sent him. You have to pass through Tinubu because his ideology is what God wants to be on Nigeria. He has not been president. During the time of Obasanjo, he been clamped. Give him opportunity. Yoruba Afenifere, they are fighting him today. Why are you fighting him? Tinubu do everything possible to create leaders, and those leaders must not be used against him. because of this singular thing, you want to become president. Know it, thou know it. When I started, some people said, Tinubu, I've told you, you want to contest. Why are you doing this? They are criticizing me. Today, everybody know that Tinubu want to contest. What have they done separate now? They are a bunch of betrayers. And we will not allow them. If MK Abiola have youth like me, he wouldn't have won election and people are doing business today. I will mobilize the whole Nigeria and we stand still. So nobody will take our struggle from us. There is a radical aspect of our movement, but we have not gotten to that point because nobody is telling us that they won't give it to us. But let them try mess. They will know that people are hungry and waiting for Tinubu. And it's not Tinubu because Tinubu has all what it takes. It's for me and every youth on the street. So we must take it as our own responsibility to galvanize Tinubu, to protect him, to die for him, for our tomorrow, so that we can have a quality leader to form Nigeria tomorrow, not kind of what we are seeing today. That is the project of TNN. TNN is Tinubu non-negotiable. By the time next year when we converge in Abuja, Tinubu will be now consensus. No political party will feed a candidate against Tinubu. Even PDP, bet it with me. When you see a crowd like 20 million, put Buhari and Atiku election together, it's not up to 20 million or 30 million. By the time I mobilize 30 million people and your party see that, everybody will come and give Tinubu a consensus candidature. That is what I'm telling you. So that is the next level of our movement. Tinubu now consensus, TNC, from TNN. Everybody keep on talking about youth. They say we should allow you to become president of Nigeria. It is ridiculous. A youth that is still living under his father's roof, a youth that does not even know anything. We need a mentoring, and which Tinubu has been mentoring us. They say experience is the best teacher. If truly you are looking for a youth president, why is Fayose not come out as a president? Why is Fani Kayode, who have benefited as a minister, not? They are lost youths who did not have mentoring from Obasanjo, who appointed them or made them what they are. But Tinubu mentored all his followers. And that's why a lot of us are agreeing with envy when you score Oshibajo today. Yesterday, they are ordinary people on the street. He mentored them to what they are. So what Tinubu is going to do for youth is to raise us to the position of leadership and hand over to us in Nigeria. Tinubu, we can never hand over to a very useless leader after him when he has a team of the best, perfect people who can move Nigeria forward. So if truly we indeed want to solve most of the problem that is confronting the country, like insecurity, economic problem, I'm a Jagun Are Ona Kakanfo. I have a position there, and I took that position because if enemy of Nigeria take it, they will wage war against other regions. So that's why. Because when you are talking of Are Ona Kakanfo, Jagun is the highest warrior in the team. I lead the team as a leader. He directs us. So I've taken that position so that I can help you to help the country to be united. Definitely, everybody know what I'm vying for. The last time I was the candidate of House of Representatives in Ikeja, and you know how the election is. I carry people, I campaign, I work ceaselessly and whatever, without looking back. And when it is time of Yoruba to produce presidents, I know that narrative have changed. It is only a bastard that will remain PDP and work for Atiku against Tinubu. So I left on my own volition, even before all this time. So I decided to work for Yoruba agenda and to work for the Southerners and bring the best among all the Southerners, which will narrow it to Tinubu. So in coming election, I'm still contesting for House of Representatives in Ikeja, federal constituency. So, but my own is the presidency, because we are talking of president of Nigeria. Tinubu was formerly a governor of a state. He was never a minister. So we need a coastal region to campaign to make him to be acceptable to people. Because if he had been a minister, we would have said he will be known all over the federation. He is only known by our party as the party leader and what have you. So we still have job to sell him, irrespective that he's popular already. So that's why I say the narrative have changed. It's better for me to work under Tinubu and Tinubu negotiate with the Fulani and get the presidency than for me to work directly with Atiku and turn myself to Afanja of Le. When people are saying Afanja, what do they know about Afanja? Afanja only sold that position out. Tinubu is contesting for presidency. Tell the Afenifere they should go and look at the history. Tinubu never been an Afanja that sold Kwara to the Fulanis. No, Tinubu is contesting. Afanja never contested. He only sold it for Kiri Alimi. Let them go and look at the history. So if somebody is contesting and is working and cooperating with other regions, does that make him an Afanja? I don't know what they are saying, but the youth knows better.
Èrè gómìnà ìlú kò ṣeré o.
It's very unfortunate that the chairman, okay, Babatunde, left us unannounced. There was a speculation that was COVID. It wasn't a COVID. It wasn't a COVID. People trying to time every death to COVID. No, it was. Okay is a wonderful person. He's a party person. And he cut across even both parties, including PDP. Anybody that doesn't do politics and you believe that you want to narrowly, you are representing Nigeria and you need everybody. Look at, we are going for president now. We need both PDP and whatever to vote for us as a Yoruba person. You don't talk of anybody. So Oke is a party person. You remember he came from PDP to become an APC member, ACN and what have you. So, and he has been seen as somebody. In fact, what people are crying now is they hope that the person taking over will be able to do like him in terms of touching lives. Oke really help people. He assists people in the community, and that's why people are crying the more. We are still crying for the lost. If you have an opportunity, we will have told God to return Oke and let him stay for us, with us for some few times and get prepared before he goes. But God owns life and he takes it, just like my own life too can go. But each time you live, touch people's life. Oke did his part and he did it well as a leader, as a senior member in the society.
Èrè gómìnà ìlú kò ṣeré o.
My final message to Nigeria is 2023 is around the corner. If you make mistake, don't call me. Tinubu is the only, both north and south, because some people say by merit, and that's why they criticize Daura who said by merit, because they know that the only merited person, meritorious person in the whole Nigeria is Tinubu. So some people are coining it. That is what it means. He's saying they should go and appoint Tinubu or elect Tinubu. So some people now say you should not say that. It should be zoned. So I want to tell you, 2023 is around the corner. And that's why at times I want Nigeria to farabale. Our governor said it now, calm down. It's just a young boy that came with it. Calm down. Look well before you leap. If you now make mistake, everybody is for their own. No word will come for your aid. But we will not make mistake. And that's why this lesson we are getting. So that and I'm telling you, Nigeria will never vote wrongly. We vote right next time. And that's why Nigeria is abandoning. Every other aspect now, they are seeing that Tinubu is not negotiable. You can see the shout now. Every nooks and cranny is carrying Tinubu up and down. Even sometimes I get amazed. I now start looking at myself. Tinubu is indeed not negotiable. Go and look at that word. You don't know the meaning. When you say non-negotiable, no alternative for Nigeria for unity. If you want Nigeria to be united, I'm saying it, vote for Tinubu. But if you want disintegration, you want kí àwọn èrò èèyàn burúkú kó ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí wa, go and do otherwise. But nobody will. I want you anybody for you. We compare you to do well. If you are a father, you will compare your child to do well in the society. And that's why we use the caption for message to Nigeria that Tinubu ambition for 2023 is non-negotiable. Go and look at the dictionary. Maybe then it will make sense to you that no alternative at this time of our life.
Kò ṣeré gómìnà ìlú kò ṣeré o. Alága ìbílẹ̀ ẹ ṣeré.